Chemnitz is not only the gateway to the Ore Mountains, but also the European capital of culture in 2025. Chemnitz is also formerly known as Karl-Marx-Stadt, named after the philosopher, critic of capitalism, and socialist whose monument was unveiled in 1971 during the GDR dictatorship. In the background, some of Karl Marx's theses are emblazoned in large letters. Our Sunday stroll takes us to the city on this glorious winter day, a city we first visited in 1990. From the Karl Marx Monument, our path leads us across the square by the City and Congress Hall to the so-called Red Tower. It is the city's landmark and its oldest surviving structure. Built towards the end of the 12th century, it initially served as a keep to protect the surrounding settlements. Later, it was the seat of the city bailiff and, until around 1900, a prison. We continued towards the city center, circling the Galerie Reter term shopping mall. A huge pyramid is currently being erected here for the Christmas market. It's the largest walk-in pyramid in the Ore Mountains. The shopping center is a modern interpretation of a historical building style. We're now arriving at the market square. Here, the modern glass architecture of another shopping center meets the architecture of the so-called New Town Hall, built in the Art Nouveau period, although its exterior also shows hints of the German Renaissance and late Gothic styles. The combination of historical elements with the pleasing Art Nouveau form is particularly evident in the interior. Built into the corner of the facade is the almost 5-meter-high Roland statue. Roland is a symbol of the champion of civic freedom and justice. Right next door on Town Hall Street is Chemnitz's main traffic hub. The shopping center is closed, but a large cafe is open this morning.
Auf jeden Fall sind sie schon im Weihnachtsrausch.
Advent and Christmas have already arrived here in the form of gingerbread and Christmas stollen. We, too, are tempted, and I enjoy a truly delicious stollen with a hot cup of chocolate. A real treat. The Christmas market is already set up in the market square, but it's not yet open. Many typical Christmas items from well-known companies in the Ore Mountains are on display in the shop windows of the so-called Old Town Hall. The clarion clock in the new town hall is striking 11 o'clock. We'll hear the clarion again this evening. In front of the late Gothic town hall, which dates back to around 1500, stands the so-called market fountain, erected in 2022. It also symbolizes Chemnitz as a city of modern mechanical engineering. In contrast, the architecture of the old town hall is characterized by the Renaissance, particularly by the Judith Lucretia portal. Before we turn the corner of the town hall tower, our gaze falls upon the Baroque Sigurd house. And then we stand before the Gothic St. James Church. One almost gets the impression that the church is attached to the town hall. Unfortunately, we were unable to see inside the church, as it was closed. We return to our camper van, encountering 3 rebellious bears, before encountering Art Nouveau architecture once more in the form of a typical Art Nouveau corner building in the market hall with distinctive Art Nouveau window features. Evening fell, and we were drawn back to the old town. At 7 p.m., the clarion carillon played again in the tower of the new town hall. Simultaneously with the impressive carillon, figures of a Benedictine monk, a tower watchman, a spinner, a merchant, a foundry worker, and a woman clearing rubble from the rubble appeared in the window of the old town hall. Tomorrow, we continued our journey towards the Ore Mountains. We left the city, which had undergone such a remarkable and positive transformation since our last visit in 1990.